ดีทุกคนนะครับอยู่ใน Final Fantasy 16 พาร์ทที่ 20มาแบบลวกๆอ่ะเพราะมาดึกก็เล่นเลยเล่นค้างเอาไว้นะครับเรากำลังจะไปเมนเควสต่อ
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto?
แป๊บนึงนะลืมเมื่อกี้เปลี่ยนจอยังวะแหมไม่รู้มันจะช่วยได้เปล่าแต่เราอยากเปลี่ยนให้แบบเฮ้ยอย่างน้อยๆกูก็ปรับความละเอียดเป็น 4K เว้ยเฮ้ยอะไรอย่างนั้น
Otto. Sorry,
ออโต้
mate.
โทษที่เข้ามาช้าไปหน่อย
I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area is our best bet. Seems
Nam sai
Blackson's
vơ.
the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
เก็บสตาร์ดัส5 อัน
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
มันดูเหมือนทรายสีดำเลยอะ
That should be enough for now.
กลับไปหาออ
Otto's
โต้
getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
ได้มา5 อันอะบอกว่าจะพอนะ
More than me.
โอ้
Put it all
Mà
together,
khó
and
lắm
I
đó.
can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk? Sid would be proud.
Of what?
ติดน่าจะภูมิใจนะ
Of you, you idiot. The way you've
Cái
carried
chào mày.
on what he started.
สิ่งที่เจ้าได้เริ่ม
When
ไว้
we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You what?
พอเจอเจ้าครั้งแรกเจ้าก็เหมือนลูกหมาเลยนะแต่พอ5 ปีผ่านไป เจ้าเป็นผู้นำของเราข้าดีใจที่ข้ามองเจ้าผิดไป
Wrong.
ท่านไม่ได้มองข้าผิดหรอก
Thanks to Sid.
แต่ข้าเปลี่ยนไปนะต้องขอบคุณซิดแล้วขอบคุณเจ้าด้วย
And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
ไม่สามารถทำอะไรได้ถ้าไม่มีเจ้า
Don't give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes, but you're the one who took it.
ข้าให้โอกาสเจ้า
You
แต่
took
เจ้า
a
เป็นคน
rabble
ทำมัน
of
นะ
homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did.
เจ้านำความหวังที่มันหายไปแล้ว กลับคืนมาอีกครั้ง เหมือนที่ซิดเคยทำมีความหวังนะครับ ที่จะเห็นโลกที่มีอิสรภาพ
About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this
เวลานี้ข้าน่า
gabbing
จะกลับ
about
ได้
in
แล้ว
the
ล่ะ
sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then.
เจอกันที่ไฮเวย์
You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
มาแค่นี้นะ
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
พร้อมกลับบ้านยังไงหนู Speak with Blackthorn อ๋อใช่ เราแค่มาหาของให้แบ็กซอนนี่นะ เพราะว่าจะเอาไปเป็นซัพพลายให้ซิกนะ
Let's
ให้
hope
มิด
this is all
ไม่ให้ซิก
Blackthorn needs.
เดี๋ยวเราแวะทำเควสย่อยก็เลยเสียเวลา
Blackthorn, got everything you need.
แบ็กซอนได้ทุกอย่างที่ท่านต้องการหรือยัง
Yeah, I do.
ได้แล้วล่ะ
Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Stardust น่าจะเพียงพอแล้ว
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, mate.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind.
มันต้องใช้เวลา
Other
นิดนึง
things to
อะ
be
นะ
getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
ขอบคุณมากแบ็กซอนเดี๋ยวข้าจะไปบอกให้มิดรู้เอง
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Mid hasn't been.
เหมือนกูวิ่งผิดทาง วิ่งผิดทางจริงด้วย
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
แบ็กซอนเริ่มทำเพลงแล้ว
One down, two to go.
So, what's next?
The
อะไร
helmet,
ต่อ
of
ละ
course.
เดี๋ยวเห็น
For
มาสิ
this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
เกี่ยวกับเฮมมันนะ
Yes.
ใช่
Mid said I should speak with
มิด
you.
บอกให้ข้ามาคุยกับเจ้า
I'll show you the plans then.
งั้นข้าจะให้
Here
ดู
you see
แพลนนะ
the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has... It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
ไปที่รูนไหนไม่รู้ สักรูนหนึ่ง ที่ Lost Wing
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales.
เกิดอะไรขึ้น
Leave anything you don't need behind.
ดูมันทำภาพป่าต้นไม้เอาจริงจัดเลย นิ่มตา
There you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming.
ก็มาแล้วขอบคุณที่มานะ
Ruins are
ดูอยู่ทาง
just
นั้น
over
น่ะ
there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
ได้เลย เดี๋ยวข้ากลับมาแล้วกันทั้งนั้น จัดการครีเชอร์นะครับ
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. Too slow.
โดนซะเต็มมากลัวที่ไหนโอ้ยแม่เล่นโดยไม่ได้ ตายซะรู้ว่าตายไหมตายรอบนี้ตายเกินไปแล้วมาโทษที
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're
ขอบคุณ
safe.
พระเจ้าปลอดภัย
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
เจ้าไม่มีปัญหาอีกแล้วตอนนี้
Don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right.
ตอนนี้ก็สามารถทุกอย่างกลับที่ไฮเวย์ได้อย่างปลอดภัยแล้ว โอเค ถ้างั้นเดี๋ยวข้าไปบอกมิดให้ ท่าเก็บดาบนี่คือแม่งท่าทางเดียวกับไฟนอล14เลยนะมุมกล้องอะไรก็ไฟนอล14เลยนะไม่น่าจะมีแบบคอนโทรลสกิลเหมือนไฟนอล14ที่แบบแม่งมีเยอะแยะมากมายนะไฟนอล14แบบเซตได้ใช้แบบสามารถเซตแบบ32สกิลอยู่ในจอยเดียวที่แบบบังคับได้เลยเยอะกว่านั้นก็ได้นะจริงๆถ้าจำไม่ผิด 32หรือยังไง32หรือ48นั่นแหละ
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
ว่าแล้วน่าจะกลับไปเล่นอีกสักรอบ
I
นะ
just
ไป
started reading books that don't have any pictures.
แต่เราเล่นแบบไม่ค่อยรู้เรื่องอ่ะเพราะเราขี้เกียจแปลภาษาอังกฤษก็เลยไม่ค่อยได้ทำคอนเทนต์อื่นๆนอกจากเล่นตามเนื้อเรื่อง
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the materials
Helena.
of the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well
จัดการ
done.
เรื่อง material ของ
And
เทมได้เรียบร้อย
just
แล้ว
one remaining.
ดังนั้นมาอะไรอีกล่ะอีกชิ้นหนึ่ง
Right, the shielding.
the shielding
This
อ่ะ
one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Mm. ไปคุยกับฮาโปเกเทรสนะครับ
Thanks to Sid.
Harpocrates, do you have the moment?
จะมีเวลาสักหน่อยไหม
Always.
สำหรับเจ้า
Well,
เขามี
actually,
ตลอด
for
นั่น
me
แหละ
this time. Could you
อัน
take
นี้
a
จริง
look
เป็น
at
มิตร
this?
ขอร้องไว้อ่ะ ช่วยดูนี่ให้หน่อย
Shielding for a mithril engine.
shielding สำหรับ Mitchell Engine กันเหรอ
What will that girl think of next? And what are the
เจ้าหญิงนั่นที่จะทำอะไรต่อ
notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials.
นางร้องขอส่วนประกอบที่เฉพาะเจาะจงเลยเอ้ยนางร้องขอแมทเทียลที่เฉพาะเจาะจงเลยนะ
The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain
The
cool
shielding
enough
ต้อง
on the
สามารถทน
outside
ความ
not
ร้อ
to
น
set
ข้าง
the
ใน
ship
ได้
alight, while also
แล้วก็ยังเย็นพอ ที่จะไม่ทำให้ข้างนอกร้อนเกินไปอ่ะ
as you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
อย่างที่เจ้ารู้
I see.
นางเรียกร้องทุกสิ่งที่นางต้องการ
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
ข้าสงสัยว่าถ้าเจ้ารู้ข้าคิดว่า ถ้าเจ้าอาจจะรู้ส่วนผสมของมัน หรือ เจ้าสามารถ จะหามันได้จากบันทึกของเจ้าหรือเปล่า
Perhaps it is
Ah,
not
ja.
a different material she requires, but a different.
มันอาจจะมีอยู่แมททีเรียลอันหนึ่งนะ ที่ไม่แตกต่างจากที่เธอเรียกร้องเอาไว้ ขอเอาไว้
Approach? What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even
เก็บ
brine
แปลแล้วยาวเกิน
at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
ต้องไปอยู่ดี
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Hippocrates ก็รับปากที่จะช่วยนะครับ ขอร้องเลือกใครไปสักคน
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
ต้องเลือกคนไปสินะ ไปกับใครดีล่ะเราไปกับจิลบ่อยแล้วอะ
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
ไปกับทาจาบ้างดีกว่า
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list.
Garlic. Conch shells. Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
เราจะเลือกไปด้วยกันทำไมวะ สุดท้ายก็ไปเจอกันที่นู่นอยู่ดี
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
เพื่อเลือกไปเพื่อ
Now, where's Taya?
ชายา
Welcome, welcome.
ควรซื้อติดไว้ไหม ติดไว้สักหน่อยแล้วกัน
I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
พลาตินัมซอสบวก2แล้วอะมันใช้อะไรไม่ได้
I doubt you'll get more than that in the capital.
พลาตินัมคันนอนมันก็ไม่ถึงหรอวะยังไงมันก็ไม่ถึงอะ
That's the best I can do.
ขายแดกให้หมด
That's the best I can do. Thank you. I doubt you'll get more than that in the capital. I'll be here if you need me.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
Spoiling them.
There you are, Talia.
ทายา
Ah, and
ไม่
there
ใช่
you
ทาจา
are.
ทายา
We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What should I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
คือมาจ่ายตลาดงั้นน่ะ
Buy, sell, or be gone. Go on. Take it. Good riddance.
There's two. How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
We haven't much, but you're free to look. Ah, yes. Good day.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Fresh cuts! Come and get them.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the...
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat.
มองดีๆก็สวยดีเหมือนกันนะไม่ได้มาพูดคุยกันนะครับ
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
รู้ไหมเป็นครั้งแรกที่ข้ามาคุยกับใครอย่างนี้กูแปลมั่ว
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once. Shopping for supplies, just like today.
ข้าเคยมาที่นี่กับ
And
ซิด
just
มา
like
ช้อปปิ้ง
today, I
เหมือน
came
วัน
away
นี้เลย
empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years?
นี่มันผ่านมา5 ปีแล้วนะเนี่ย
It was yesterday.
ข้ายังรู้สึกเหมือนว่าเป็นเมื่อวานอยู่เลย มีแต่คนคิดถึงซิดนะครับ
Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met?
งั้นเราเจอกันมา5 ปีเลยเนี่ย รู้สึกว่ามันเร็วมากเลยนะ
In a good way, of course.
ใช่ มันดีมากเลย
Thank you, Taya,
ขอบคุณมากนะทายา
for everything.
สำหรับทุกอย่างเลย
I just want you to know that all you've done for us.
แค่อยากให้เจ้ารู้ว่าทั้งหมดที่เจ้าทำให้พวกเราทั้งหมดที่เจ้ายังทำอยู่
All you still do. It's appreciated.
Do you think I'd
มัน
stick
ถือ
around
เป็น
if I
เกียรติ
thought it
มาก
wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
ๆก็ต่างคนต่างเคารพซึ่งกันและกันนะครับ
Well, I think we've tarried long enough.
ข้าคิด
We
ว่า
ought to
เรา
get these
อ้อยหญิง
ingredients
มานาน
back
พ
to
อแล้วล่ะ
Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his.
ได้เวลาเอา
I'll
ของ
meet you
กลับ
back
ไป
at
แล้
the
ว
hideaway.
ไป
All
เจอกัน
right?
ที่ไฮเวย์นะ โอ
Alright.
เคไหม
And thanks again.
ได้เลย
I
ขอบคุณ
heard
อี
you
กครั้
the
งหนึง
first time.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
ถึงแล้ว
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
เราเริ่มได้เลย วัต
You
ถุดิบ
can
เรา
count
ครบ
on
แล้ว
me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
ส่วนกับเมย์ช่วยกันทำงานนะครับ บอกว่ามีหลายมือก็งานจะได้ดีนะ
Oh, and Clive.
อ่ะไล
It's
ฟ์
good to talk.
ดีนะ
Should
ที่
do
ได้
it
คุย
again
กัน
sometime.
เราควรหาเวลามานั่งคุยกันอีก
It
นะ
appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other.
เดือดร้อนทั้งหมู่บ้าน
Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
มิดต้องการของคนเดียวอะเดือดร้อนทั้งหมู่บ้านของแท้
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
วิ่งไปทางนี้ดีกว่า จะได้ไปแลกของเลย
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. You earned this.
โอ้ได้ ability point 800 เลยเหรอเอาเรื่องอยู่นะ
Come again. I may have more for you.
5,000 แล้ว อัพเป็นมาสเตอร์แล้วมันได้อะไรภาพพวกเนี้ยเราอยากรู้อะ งงอยู่ว่าจะอัพอะไรดี เยอะเกินเอา Lightning Rod ออกก่อนอัพเป็นมาสเตอร์แล้วได้อะไรวะพวกเนี้ยไม่เข้าใจ
Might need some help.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid.
พอดีให้เจ้ารอ
Pleased to
นะ
know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat, a coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
อย่าบอกว่าจะสร้างที่นี่ให้บินได้นะ
It's finished! It's finally finished!
มันเสร็จแล้วในที่สุดมันก็เสร็จแล้ว
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn,
ขอบคุณ
everyone.
คลายแบ็กทอน
That's
ทุก
one
คนเลย
down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you?
อ้าว
The Enterprise has 4
ข้าไม่ได้
missile
บอกเจ้า
engines
เลยเนี่ย
and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow.
ยังไม่เสร็จนะครับ
Whatever work comes in,
เพิ่งเสร็จไปแค่อย่างเดียว
to yourselves, eh?
วุ่นวายอะเราอะ
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming.
นี่มีแล้วหรอกกำลังฝันกลางวันอยู่เนี่ย
Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. searching for a land untouched by the blight, just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
เดี๋ยวจะไปเยี่ยมหลุมฝังศพหลุมฝังศพของซิกด้วยนะครับ
It told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Asterix, we'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat.
Then I'm too late.
ไปซะแล้ว
In
มิด
a hurry at all, are you? I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
อ่านแป๊บ
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
ต้องการใครบางคนไปจับตามิดไว้ จับตามองมิดไว้ แน่นอนครับกราฟ
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now.
ไม่มีอะไรเราทำได้แล้วตอนนี้
Plan on visiting Sid. You might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, We all set to head to the old hideaway? I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
ต้นจริงๆใหญ่มิดอันนี้เป็นไฮเวย์เก่านะครับใช่ไหมน่าจะใช่แหละที่มันถล่มลงมา
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me.
ซิดข้ายังจำได้ว่าเจ้าเคยบอกอะไรข้าไว้
But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
ไม่ยอมเป็นทาสคริสตัลเราจะเป็นอิสระนะครับ มากันเพียบแห่กันมาทำไมเนี่ย
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the crystalline dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you. But we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
เสียงหลงเลย
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them. Oh,
ท่านให้ข้าไปพวกเขาจริงเหรอขอบคุณ
Stop
มาก
that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
อยากเดินทางนะครับ ได้เดินทางสัก
There's
ที
a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders past and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
โอ้ย
Get off! Me poor fingers!
นิ้วก็จะหักอยู่แล้ว ดีใจเลยเบอร์นั้น
You're with me.
ชิว
Understood.
จะไปกับข้าด้วยนะ แล้วก็กราฟ
Already on my way,
โอเค
Captain.
โอเคข้าไปแล้วข้ารู้แล้วกับตัน
Be careful.
ดูแลตัวเองด้วยล่ะ
Always.
ข้าก็ทำอย่างนั้นตลอดไม่ใช่เหรอ กราฟก็เหมือนเดิมนะครับ ไปหาทางหนีทีไล่
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself. ขออนุญาตกลับไปทำเควสก่อน มันเป็นเควสบวกนะ ถ้าเป็นเควสรูปบวกแสดงว่ามันปลดล็อกฟีเจอร์อะไรสักอย่าง
He cracked the crystal too.
โอ้โห อะไรเยอะแยะขนาดนี้เนี่ย
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
มีกี่เควสรับหมดครับ
What could be wrong with Torgor?
เกิดอะไรขึ้นกับโชโก้
Seemed
วะเหรอ
well enough when I last saw him.
น้องเป็นอะไร
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help? Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't
ยุ่ง
take
ตลอด
long.
คนเนี้ย
I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen
ดาวร้อนให้
before.
ข้าดูบางอย่างที่ข้าไม่เคยเห็นมาก่อน
A sword.
นั่นมันเป็น
Odd-looking
ดา
thing
บ
with
อะ
a single edge blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home
ไม่เคย
before
เห็น
he
มาก่อน
even
คมจะ
realised
จัด
he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
ข้าหยุดคิดไม่ได้เลย
And
ว่า
if
ข้า
you
จะ
knew
ท
how to do
ำ
it,
ดาบที่คมอย่างนั้นได้
we
ยังไง
could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
คุยกับคุณป้า
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual.
โกโก้ไม่ได้มีอะไรไม่ได้มีอะไรผิดปกติแต่มีบางอย่างไม่ถูกต้องคืออีกอย่างวะก็คืออาหารที่เคยกินก็ไม่ได้กินนะครับ ชารอนก็กลัวว่าเราใช้งานโจโก้หนักเกินไปหรือเปล่า
Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
โจโก้จะอยากพักบ้างไหมนะ
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
ทุกคนก็คือขนาดน้องหมาทุกคนก็ยังห่วงอะ
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Ow.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections, which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric. If you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Oh, I'm
ไปที่อื่นไม่ได้เลยนะ ค่อยๆเคลียร์ไปทีละอย่างอะไรเคลียร์ได้ก็เคลียร์เลย
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
มีบางอย่างไม่ถูกต้องเกี่ยวกับ
Ill, is he?
โจ๊กเกอร์
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
เกิดอะไรผิดปกติกับโจ๊กเกอร์ตั้งแต่
I rather
แปลง
think
ร่าง
she
ได้
might
นะ
be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
แต่ละเควสคือต้องออกไปข้างนอกหมดนะซึ่งตอนนี้เราออกไปข้างนอกไม่ได้นะถูกล็อกไว้ที่เดียว
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh, Otto won't be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. Zero, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
รู้นะครับออโต้
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talent.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the
มี
money
ปัญหา
we
เรื่อง
used to
ตังค์
rebuild
ใน
the
เวรเล
highway,
ย
see? And, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility. And it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're going to make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
ปล่อยให้เลดี้คาร์ลอนฆ่าทิ้งแม่งซะเลยใช่ออโต้จะท
I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No. I don't.
ำข้าไม่คิดอย่างนั้นหรอกแค่ข้าหวังว่าชาลอนจะเข้าใจ
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
เควสอยู่ข้างนอกนะไปทำไม่ได้เลย
Is
might need some help.
Well, here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
ใครขอได้ช่วยหมดอะ
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame ain't exactly my forte. You, on the other...
พูดอะไรเยอะแยะ
Thank you kindly. And...
ก็คือจะให้กูช่วยนั่นแหละตอนนี้ทุกเควสจะต้องออกไปข้างนอกหมดเลยนะ เวลามอนแรงBแม่งมีแรง S ด้วยอันนี้แรง A แรงที่กูถูกฟันเมื่อวานย่อยยับไม่มีชิ้นดีโอเคไปนอนดีกว่าไว้เจอกันใหม่พรุ่งนี้นะครับวันนี้ไปแล้วสำหรับใครที่เข้ามาดูย้อนหลังก็ขอบคุณมากนะครับฝากกด Subscribe ช่อง YouTube แล้วก็กดไลค์เพจ Facebook ชื่อเดียวกับ YouTube เลยสำหรับวันนี้ไปแล้วฝันดีราตรีสวัสดิ์บ๊ายบายครับ